Welcome to PACE Moments. Here, our experts and guests discuss many aspects of corporate finance and analytical models that will help make better, more informed business decisions possible in your organization.
Hello, I'm Rafe Lawson, Executive Director of the Profitability Analytics Center of Excellence. And my podcast today is called Accounting Education Must Change. So the role of the professional accounting is evolving, and accounting education is largely unprepared to support that change. Let's talk about why that is and what needs to be done. The way I see it, there's three factors that are affecting the role of accountants. The first of these is changing societal and organizational expectations regarding the role that accountants are expected to play. In the past, accountants were regarded solely as compilers, reporters, and auditors of financial information. The green-eyed shade stereotype was perhaps not too far from the truth, but the profession of accounting has slowly been evolving. Research studies that I've conducted of CFOs and of controllers found that they wanted to be more involved in strategic decision-making to serve as business partners and advisors. CEOs are also demanding change, and they expect their accountants to contribute to the success of their organizations, to be value creators. Yet this was more often aspirational than reality, because resource constraints forced accountants to remain focused on mission-critical yet low value-added activities, such as transaction processing and financial reporting. The second factor affecting the role of accountants is the rapid evolution of technology and data analytics. Technological innovation in the business environment, including the use of artificial intelligence, robotics, and other technologies, coupled with enhanced data analytics, has significantly impacted how accountants perform their jobs. As I mentioned in another podcast, these innovations are eliminating many repetitive routine tasks and the positions that perform them. This has also provided an opportunity for accountants because it frees them up to perform more strategic value-added activities. And the third factor affecting the role of the accountant is the COVID-19 pandemic. Just as the introduction of new technologies helped accelerate transformation of the role played by accountants, the pandemic acted as an accelerant for both of these. Many organizations entered the crisis mode when pandemic struck, and the CFO team was often the one called upon to help lead their organization through these difficult times. The need to quickly become leaner accelerated the adoption of labor-saving technology, which might have otherwise been adopted over much, much longer periods of time. The pandemic, combined with new technologies, is creating a fast-changing accounting profession that's struggling to keep pace. Recent data suggests that we're witnessing a nationwide decline in the U.S., both new CPAs and college accounting program enrollments. People don't see CPAs as being strategic. What they need in their CFO is a strategic partner. To respond to this transformed digital environment, collegiate accounting programs must prepare their students by providing a curriculum that matches the needs of the profession. So what competencies must schools include in their curriculum? What changes are needed? Well, first of all, it's clear that accountants need to develop a deeper and expanded set of competencies. Among other things, a greater emphasis is needed in the area of strategic management. This includes competencies in strategic and tactical planning, decision analysis, budgeting and forecasting, and performance management. As accountants assume the role of strategic business advisors, they need to be able to investigate and offer recommendations on the various factors impacting organizational success. In that regard, accountants' traditional focus on costing and cost management is not adequate. Accountants need to have competency not only in cost management, but also revenue management and investment management, areas that are typically not covered in accounting curricula, if at all. It's with this in mind that the Profitability Analytics framework developed by PACE is built on the intersection of these three bodies of knowledge. Of course, enhanced coverage of technology and analytics aimed at developing competencies in the areas of information systems, data governance, data analytics, and data visualization is clearly essential. This content needs to be integrated throughout the curriculum so students can combine their technical accounting knowledge with the enhanced use of technology and analytics. In addition to these technical competencies, several personal skills are increasingly of importance. These include the ability to collaborate and to communicate well, enabling accountants to more effectively serve on teams and assume leadership positions. The ability to be adaptable and flexible will also assume greater importance as the business environment changes rapidly. And finally, an understanding of professional ethics is increasingly important as entry-level accountants assume greater responsibilities earlier in their careers. While I've mentioned the competencies that will need expanded coverage in the curricula, many traditional competencies, including technical accounting skills such as external financial reporting, audit, and tax, as well as those from other business disciplines, also remain important. The challenge for faculty will be to ensure that there's adequate coverage of all of these competencies at an adequate level. We're living in a world shaped by fast-changing technological advances, climate change, economic volatility, aging populations, and many other trends. This rapidly changing environment requires organizations of all types to be agile and adaptable in order to survive and prosper. Professional accountants in every part of our profession need to be prepared to contribute to the success of their organizations. It's incumbent on accounting faculty to prepare their students for this new role. While many accounting departments have begun a piecemeal review of their curriculum, a complete review and restructuring of it is likely in order. Thanks for listening to my PACE Moments podcast. For more information on this and other topics, please follow the Profitability Analytics Center of Excellence on LinkedIn and visit our PACE website.